Yo, welcome back. You're tuned in to the future of Sports Talk Media. We are what? Okay, that was weird. Once again, I'd like to welcome you guys back to another episode of Truth Be Told Sports Podcast. It's your boy King Hulie on the mic, and you know the vibes. You know who I'm with. The homie, White Mike's in the building with us. What's up, White Mike?
Not much. Just enjoying another night out on the road.
Okay, out on the road. Where you say you're in North Carolina right now?
Yeah, North Carolina.
How's that?
From it's not bad. It's just raining. Gonna rain on me all day tomorrow too.
Oh, that sucks. That really sucks.
As long as I can get done tomorrow, I can go home. So.
There you go. That's all that matters, man. You're home. You're home early for the week. You know, so I'm pretty sure the family will be happy to see you.
Yeah, maybe. Depends.
I guess it depends on what day it is.
Yeah. Married life,
okay.
Right?
Well, I'm gonna switch this up. All right, let's go to someone who's loved in their household. My A1 from day one, Hollowpoint's in the building, man. Hollowpoint, were you listening to that?
What's up, man? That is some sorry, sappy shit, man. You all right, man? Hey, I got a bed. You can fucking if you need some teenage.
No, it's usually my grumpiness. It's usually my grumpiness. I'll be honest about it.
Like, they're disrespectful, but they'll hug you and stuff when they want something.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's cool. Like, it's all love, you know. My son likes to he likes to like jump at me just so I will punch him in the. That's our love, I guess.
That's funny.
Yeah. What's up, Dad? Pick your teeth.
So what's going on with you, man? How's everything been? I know we've been on hiatus. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. We just Mother's Day, Easter, just celebrating family, man. That's all good. Just we did some grown people stuff, just maintaining our other property, that sort of thing. Like small flex, I guess. But otherwise, just been
trips this year.
Already planned. We only got one, but it's been planned. The other ones kind of happen as they come. You know what I'm saying? We do them.
Right.
I think we do on Hershey Park when the kids get done with school, and I think we're doing one more amusement park, either Six Flags or there's a local amusement park by her hometown that we normally go to. That it's like a BYOB. You can bring a lunch and stuff, and the rides are super cheap.
Okay.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. We probably do that once a year. But yeah, I got some, kids are getting older, so the trips are few and far between in terms of family trips.
Yeah, I get it.
They don't want to hang out with y'all no more.
Nah, we're bored.
That's how it be sometimes, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's all right, though. Cool. You know what I'm saying? These kids sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Most times, I'm be honest with you.
If we're being honest, yeah, let's say,
yeah,
we can say at these kids, you know what I mean?
Get mad at me in the comments, but yeah,
whatever.
The only people that get mad at you people don't have kids.
Yeah, make sure you and if you don't, I'll send you a couple, and you'll understand.
Yeah, you'll be right on that fuck them kids bandwagon, just like us at Truth Be Told Sports Podcast. Yep.
Absolutely.
All right, man. Well, that's
nothing
cool,
like
man.
Getting paid on the first and broke on the second. I'll tell you that right now.
Bro, that's so overrated, bro. No one told me it was gonna be like this. Hey, the Knicks caught up. By the way.
I saw it.
All right, but I'd welcome you guys back to another episode of Truth Be Told Sports Podcast. I'm King Hulie. I'm here with White Mike and Hollowpoint. We have a lot of basketball to talk about since we're talking about the Knicks right now. It's currently 22-22 tied. In the first quarter is just tipping off with the Knicks and the Boston Celtics in the second round, or you would call the conference semifinals for the Eastern Conference. We're going to talk about that stuff. We're going to talk about Aaron Judge, his monster season that he's having so far. It's like video game numbers, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. He's like leading like what 1,000 categories. It's
all the categories. Almost.
It's weird.
It seems like.
It's weird.
Yeah.
But I love
even the made up ones that the analytics guys do. He's leading those
super
too.
stats. Yeah, he's leading.
It was like
leading super stats too.
And all the other. Yeah. Everything.
He's leading everything. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about, some a retirement in the NFL, and the WWE ECW community was hit with a very, very sad loss, and we'll get into that later at the end, towards the end of the show. But right now, we're at the point of the show where I hand it over to Hollowpoint, and he lets you know where to find us on them socials. So Hollowpoint, what do you think?
Hey, thanks a lot, King Hulie, and thanks everybody again for once again coming back and hollering at us. We're very easy to find. We're all over the place. We're mostly over the place. You find us we're on Facebook. We have a Facebook page, Truth Be Told Sports Podcast. We also have a Facebook group, Truth Be Told Sports. You can also hit us up on Instagram, on X, formerly known as Twitter. You can also hit us up on YouTube, where you could like, follow, and subscribe, or subscribe, and share. That's one or the other. Comment, all those stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also hit us up on TikTok, all Truth Be Told Sports Podcasts. Usually anywhere you can find us, hit us up with a comment. We usually respond. We usually do a good job of kind of tag teaming those pages. So yeah, just hit us up there. Back to you, King.
Okay. All right. Okay. That was saying, appreciate you doing that, my boy. White Mike, are you ready?
Sir. Oh yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead and bring this up here. You know what I'm saying? So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we'd like to welcome you back to another episode of the White Mike Trivia Show. You know that trivia show within the podcast where White Mike asks King Hulie, Hollowpoint, and sometimes Horace when he's here, questions about sports. They get it right, they get a point. They get it wrong, they don't get any point. You get the point. You understand how it goes. You're how a game show works. You feel me? So without any further ado, here is your host, White Mike.
White Mike!
White Mike! Woo! White Mike!
Glad to be back. See, Alabama still not floating and secure.
What?
Alabama's getting a lot of storms too, and I can tell that all my fans were still safe there in Alabama.
Oh, yeah.
Roll Tide!
What they do? They tape the teeth together, made a raft. All 7 of them.
That aluminum
Whole
foil.
town of Tuscaloosa is saved by 7 people in 11 teeth.
That's just wrong.
That's so
Is
wrong.
it though? Is it?
It is.
What's up, man? What you got for us today?
All right, so I got NFL and a basketball
Mm-hmm.
and another basketball, and then I got a bonus one if you guys want it.
Okay. Well, maybe we do. Maybe I don't know.
No, we won't. We won't.
I don't know. I don't know if there's a slide prepared for a bonus question, but
No.
we'll see.
It came to me during your intro there.
Sure
Okay.
it is.
Positive. All right. You ready? First question?
Yep. Yes, sir. First question. Who was the lowest? So I'm gonna give you a hint before I start this question off. Mr. Irrelevant has never made it to the Hall of Fame. So with that in mind, who is the lowest drafted player to be elected into the Hall of Fame?
Drafted player.
Drafted.
Oh, that's tricky.
Oh man. Because at first, when I'm reading this question, it is the drafted player that's getting me. Because I was gonna say Kurt Warner, but he went undrafted,
that's
right?
good. He was not.
But he went undrafted, right? So I guess he wouldn't be considered.
It's drafted.
So I'm gonna say Warren Moon.
Ooh.
Because I don't know where he was drafted in the NFL, or was he even drafted?
I'm pretty sure Moon was drafted.
We got
Who's drafted? Let's see. Lowest player drafted.
lowest player.
Terrell Davis. 4th round.
That's another excellent guess. You two are both incorrect because this is your favorite type of question.
It's a time
machine time.
Of course.
So Roosevelt Rosie Brown was drafted 321st overall in 1953. Back when that was the first NFL draft that had 30 rounds.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was drafted in the 27th round.
Yeah, he probably was on his way to like the gas station when they told him he missed a call. Hey,
Right.
you gotta wake up and you gotta go to Oakland.
He was late. Somebody had to come find him and knock on his door. They didn't have phones back then.
Yeah, 8th round, he forgot he played football.
Yeah, he got his mail in the 2 days where he had to be at camp.
Yeah, exactly.
So that would be at 321. And if anyone
Rosie Brown, huh?
Yep, Roosevelt Rosie Brown.
Rosie Brown.
All right.
Congratulations, Rosie.
You like it, I love it, man.
All right, question 2.
God damn.
Question 2. What's the lowest seed to win an NBA championship?
Ooh.
To win an NBA championship?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, give me the 6-seeded Houston Rockets.
Man, I couldn't even tell you. I was thinking the 6th seed. I couldn't tell you what team it would be. Give me the 5th seed Golden State Warriors. I don't even know Golden State was ever a 5th seed.
It's 6-seeded Houston Rockets.
There you go.
Let's go. For the one time. Let's go.
They had a 47-35 record that year and went on to beat 4 50-game winners.
Yep. I remember
Phoenix, San Antonio, and the Magic, who they swept in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
That's back when Shaq couldn't win the finals game.
Yeah, that was 9.
He made Shaq look like boo-boo. He made him look like straight boo-boo. I ain't never seen him jump for so many fakes. He was like on a trampoline.
He was like a pogo stick.
Yeah. Like he had those shoes, those bouncing shoes on. He's just jumping all over the place. So yeah, I remember that.
All right. I got you one more here, and then we'll decide if y'all want the bonus.
All right.
Thank you.
What,
I like winning.
What year was the first NBA game played?
Ooh,
I'm out.
1948.
No, give me. No, it's gotta be earlier than that, right? I won't say. Give me. Shit. You were 30. It could be 33.
Oh, Hollowpoint, you were slightly right. It is earlier than 48.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's 1946.
See, I should have prices righted you. I knew it. I knew I was gonna.
I knew it was in the 40s, man. Because
I knew it was.
When you started saying 40,
I've been following down these YouTube wormholes, and one has been like this new creator has been doing a lot of stuff about the NBA, and they talked heavily about how the NBA started as the NBL, the National Basketball League, and then it merged with another league, and it became the NBA, and then they found the ABA and merged with them.
Yeah,
it's weird. I don't know, but I guess 1946. Who won the first game in Canada? The Toronto Huskies. Let's go. What's up, man? You got that? You want to do that bonus question or no?
Yeah, y'all want it?
Sure, let's get it.
I'm not gonna make you name anyone, and you can strictly guess. But how many Hall of Fame quarterbacks have made the? How many quarterbacks have made the Hall of Fame without a playoff win?
Without a playoff win?
A playoff win?
All right. Since you said, wait, something reminded you. You said my intro. Wait, hold on. How did my intro remind you of this question?
A playoff win? Like no wins on the playoffs?
Like no wins. An NFL quarterback to make the playoffs with no playoff wins.
To make the Hall of Fame.
Make the Hall of Fame with no playoff wins.
Is Phillip Rivers a Hall of Famer yet? I'm just asking.
I don't think
it is.
Ooh. Right. Man. That's crazy. Warren Moon.
You keep answering.
No, so The only playoff game I can remember him in was they lost.
When they blew the lead.
When they blew the lead. That's the only one I could think about him being in.
Okay, so
they lost.
I just need a number. You don't got a name on.
I know. No.
Oh, one. Warren Moon.
Give me two.
Well, the answer's gonna price is right, both of you. It is 3.
Oh, okay.
I'm out. God dang it.
White Tittle.
Okay.
White Tittle.
Sam Baugh and T Lemons. I think it's Sam Baugh. Yeah, Sammy Baugh and Tuffy Lemons.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who the hell Tuffy Lemons is.
He played in '63. So.
Okay, so Warren Moon has a playoff win.
Warren Moon has 3.
Okay. Wow. All right. Warren Moon, if this gets to you, I apologize, sir. I was also 12 years old. I was also 12 years old when you blew that lead.
But to answer your question, it reminded me because you said there was a retirement in the NFL.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And they have 0 as well.
Okay. There you go. Yeah. There you go. Okay. All right. We talked about the NBA playoffs right now. The game's getting crazy right now in the Garden. The Knicks and the Celtics. Now, what is it? Hey, who's it? Josh Hart? There you go, Josh Hart. Wait, I'm glad he showed up for a playoff game. But yeah, we're gonna talk about that. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Let's go ahead and get into these. Into this. Let me pull this up real quick. NBA playoffs. Yeah, so the conference semifinals we're in right now. Big game yesterday. The Pacers demolished the Cavaliers. It looked pretty bad at halftime. I think they were up by 51 points. They remember the score. I think it was 80 to
39.
Crazy
at
halftime. So Pascal Siakam led the way with 21.6 boards. What'd you see? What you guys got to comment about this game? Anything that you want to say about this game?
The same as the last several games between them. Cleveland ain't showed up. The Pacers are hot.
They are hot.
Pacers they're very underrated, like extremely underrated, almost like forgotten about, it seemed like. And then so they're showing up playing the level that they are. It's almost to some people that is surprising. And it's not, because they've literally been playing this way for a whole season. And the disappointing thing is the Cavaliers don't seem to be matching their intensity. They're literally playing. They're out physicaling supposed to be physical team.
Yeah.
So they're playing their game better than them, and they're playing their own game at the same time.
Right.
So
that's
weird.
the other half of it. Cleveland has not played this way all year.
No, but I'm saying is they're supposed to be physical. They're supposed to be imposing with their twin towers with Allen and Mobley. And they're supposed to have all this length, and then the dynamic play of Mitchell and Garland at the 1 and 2 spot. Plus they got Hunter now, and that was supposed to be like the missing piece as far as a formidable backcourt. And so now they're all out there, and Indiana's like, all right, cool, we're just gonna do what we always do, and fire up threes and fast break and rebound, and like they've out rebounded Cleveland like this whole series, and it's wild that don't get me wrong. Indiana has good team, like as far as like personnel. They have Turner at the center who rebounds, but he spends a lot of time on the perimeter. Right. So you would automatically think that Cleveland was going to be the rebounding, going to do all the rebound or lead the rebounding, when in fact it's the Pacers. So that's kind of that was a surprise to me. And the big reason for this game in particular, I think Indiana came out, punched them in the mouth, and Cleveland didn't really get up.
Right.
It's plain and simple. Cleveland came out slow. Pacers came out fast, and it was hitting everything. It was like a 14-0 right out the gate. Bam.
Yeah.
And they looked up like, oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess we got to go from here. So, and then you
got to get up at some point. You know what I mean?
Right. You spend all that energy trying to get up, and you're still in a blowout situation. So it's weird. It was weird.
Yeah. Question: can the Cavs come back from down 3-1?
No.
Can they? Yes. Will they? No. No.
No.
Absolutely not. No. Absolutely not. They I think losing that one close game that they should have had kind of derailed them, and then this kind of put them away, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You're down 3-1, and the manner in which you lost that third game, when a must-win game for you, I don't think there's coming back from that, especially going into Indiana for Game 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Wait, let me back up. Are they going? No, they're going to Cleveland.
They're going to Cleveland, yeah.
Game 5.
Game 5.
They might win Game 2, but they're definitely not winning Game 5, but they're definitely not winning Game 6.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So I think if they might get this next one, but they won't win 2 in a row.
Okay, White Mike, why do you say no?
They've lost. They don't have that spark. Like Indy feels it. Indy is there. They can taste that win, and they're not gonna. If the Cavs win Game 5, it'll be close, and I think that's just gonna spark Indy even more. Whereas, like Hollowpoint talked about, it took the wind out of the Cavs sail. I think that's a spark for a fire to Indy if they lose a close one that they think they should have had. So
yeah, straight up.
Right on.
Straight up.
Okay. Well, we'll see, man. Game 5 is tomorrow, Tuesday, at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. on TNT. If you guys want to check that in, I think they can win? Come back? No, they don't have LeBron James. Sorry, and he's too old, and he's not gonna come back to Cleveland. No, but seriously, I think it's a wrap for a lot of reasons. For you guys saying, I don't think Cleveland's playing with that spark anymore.
Yeah.
I think they allowed not only like this last game, but like this last game was like just solidified everything. Indiana came out, punched them in the mouth, and they pretty much just deboing them, getting whatever they want from them at any time they want. And they're pretty sure. Yeah. I think they're gonna. I would say Indiana comes out and closes out the season, this series tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's a you know
what I'm saying. Unless Cleveland will need everybody. You know what I'm saying, in that building tomorrow. They're going to need Drew Carey. They're going to need Rick Vaughn. You know what I'm saying? They're going to need Mo Vaughn. They're going to need everybody to show up in Cleveland, like, you know what I'm saying, for Cleveland to get some type of spark back and get back into this series. But I think it's done. I think it's a done deal. OKC. They defeated the Nuggets yesterday. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 25 points, 6 boards, 6 assists.
SGA.
This series is tied 2-2 with a pivotal Game 5 coming up. What are going to be the steps for let's start with the Nuggets winning Game 5? What's it going to take for Nuggets to win Game 5?
They need somebody other than Jokic to be more consistent. I think he's been exerting a whole lot of energy that he's now running out of, and they've been kind of leaning on him to be the kind of steady Betty, while like Murray's been up and down, Westbrook stays erratic, and Gordon, who they're now starting to count on, has been in and out. So it's just, and then of course Porter Jr., who's usually never there during the playoffs. So it's like it's Jokic and the rest of the bums when they decide to show up. You know, no offense to them, of course they're great players, but you know what I mean. It's just he's always there. He's going to give you 25 and 10 and 8, and you don't know if Murray's going to hit 40 or he's going to hit 15. It depends on the day. You know what I mean? And I think in order for them to be there for the long haul, I think they have to, like, Murray has to give him 20 and 10, 22, 23 and 10, something like that. And I think as long as they can keep Russell Westbrook off the bench at like 15, and Aaron Gordon has proven that he can be a scoring commodity as much as a rebounder. He's shooting like 45 from 3.
clutch.
Yeah, he's
been
shooting
a clutch player
45% from three now. Like he's a bona fide, long distance shooter. And I think, but it's like that same thing I always say. They're great until they got to be great. You know what I mean? Like when we need you to be that and hit that, they don't.
Right.
They don't. So it's hard to count on them when needed. Right.
So yeah, like last game for the Nuggets, like I'm looking at the stats right now. Aaron Gordon, 16 boards, 15 points.
Yeah.
Jokic, 13 boards, 27 points. And then you have Murray and Braun with 17 apiece. Then you have Michael Porter Jr. with 3 points.
Right. So
and Russell Westbrook with 6 points.
I think that it's gonna rely on the play of Jamal Murray. I think he brings
definitely Murray.
He brings a lot to that offense. Like he can change it up so dynamically. You know what I mean? But there's something going with him in these playoffs that we don't see that dog we used to see. You know what I'm saying? In Jamal Murray, and I feel like he's trying to get back to it, but there's something that's like prohibiting him from doing that. Cause like I was watching him game 4, like he hit some like down the stretch, he hit some really key, some really big key shots, but getting back on defense was a struggle for him. You know what I'm saying? Making that extra pass was a struggle for him. Like it felt like he was trying to do too much. You know what I'm saying? You know how you playing like a kind of like a decent game, you might hit a couple shots and like okay, wow, I'm heat checking myself, and then you start fucking up.
Yeah. Like I said, and I mean, you got bench play. You got a lot of things that come into play. I mean, Oklahoma.
I mean that comes in. I guess what I'm saying is like that. The bench play is more ancillary, right? That's you don't whatever you get from there is icing. Is icing on the cake. They need the cake. They know you're gonna get 25, 27 from Jokic. That's in there, right? They need a consistent 23, 24 every game from Murray. Not 15, not 16. You know what I mean? They need bona fide scorer from him. Same thing with Gordon. Now that you've taken the lead for the third guy, we need you in that 20 point range now. You know? So it's now that's what they need, because they have to take some of the, because now as much as those stats look good for Jokic, it took him like 30 shots to get there last night. So he's working twice as hard to get that same thing they used to take him less for. So I think they're tired. I think he's running out of tread on them tires, man. So and it looks like it. Plus, a shout out to OKC's defense. As much as he's got those numbers, he had to work real hard to get them. So
let's switch it up, man. What about OKC? What's it going to take for them to win Game 5?
I think they keep playing together. I think they have a good mantra going about them, and that ball stays kinetic. I think SGA does a good job of not only getting his, but they usually get the best shot available when they play, and it's really good to watch when they're rolling. Sometimes they get stagnant, and you could tell because each person who gets the ball feels like it's their time for those one-on-one moments. But like everybody on their team knows their role, and they seem to play together, and they play really good team defense, which is what I love. And what they're doing to Jokic every time he gets the ball and takes a dribble, it's like that's what you should do with him. You gotta keep him off his rhythm. You can't let him take easy shots. You gotta kind of speed him up a little bit, if that's possible. So, but I think if they continue to do that, hit their open shots, rebound, and contain Jokic, and while making it hard for the others, I think they'll win.
I don't know. Wait, what'd you think?
Yeah, I'm a piggyback Hollowpoint here with, just continue to play their game, to pass the ball, create good shots, get everybody involved. I mean, they're gonna need some help out of some other players. I mean, Shea can't do it all by himself. But their bench put up some decent numbers to help them out. But they're gonna get some more play on the offensive side. But stick with the defensive game plan. It's winning. That's the biggest key.
That would be my thing too. Stick to what you're doing and don't, you know what I mean? We talked about like stagnant play, Hollowpoint, you brought that up. That comes apart like, you know what I'm saying, getting cocky and being used to it, you know what I'm saying? And that's that inexperience creeping in when you do stuff like that. So if they stick to what the way they've been playing all season, SGA just doing his thing and everybody else like playing their roles, then Game 5, Game 6, Game 7, if it needs be, can go to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
yeah, and I think it's honestly it's one of the best. It's the best series going right now, I believe, because I think it's two of the best players in the league playing, and it's easy to be great when people are not really playing tough defense on you.
For sure.
Like when stuff gets hard, you still have to come through. And I think I don't know if they get criticized unfairly just because their numbers aren't as good as they were, like they're lower. But It's like when everybody focuses on you, it's a little bit tougher to get your shot off than it is when during the regular season where people just kind of going through the motions. So it's still they're still standing above and beyond, and leading their teams. So it's good basketball to watch. So I like it.
Right. Okay. This game right here. Game 4, right now it's 51-44. The Boston Celtics are the lead in New York Knicks with about a little bit under 5.5 minutes left in the second quarter. How important is it for the Knicks to win Game 4?
Very important. They're gonna have. I mean, you don't want to give Boston any momentum.
Mm-hmm.
And if they can tie the series here and not go down 3-1, that's a lot of momentum for a very good Boston team.
Right. Get you.
And what's that going to do to the Knicks mentally? Because the Knicks are good. I don't dislike the Knicks in this instance, but like I said, you can't give Boston that momentum.
I get you. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Hollowpoint, what you think, bro?
I think it's very important for them to I think it's important for them to stay in the fight. I don't think it's necessarily important for them to win this game, because even if they don't win, it's tied, and they still have to go to Boston where they've already proven they can win, and then bring it back to New York for Game 6. So I'm not like saying this is a must win for them. I think it'll be awesome if they could win it. I think because they won the 2 games in which they won them, they're not playing with house money. You know what I mean? So now it's like it's almost like they still have the home court advantage, even though they don't, because they've proven they can beat Boston in Boston. Right. But they got to stop going down 20 and stop starting and letting them get what they want. They have to make it tough for them or make them do something different. If they shoot 3-pointers, close them out early, make them drive in and get the 2. Right. You have rim protector there, make them be a rim protector and just make it difficult on their 3-point guys, or make the guys who don't shoot their threes that often, make them shoot the bulk of them. So like Tatum and Jaylen Brown shoot a bunch of them. So let's see what Holiday can do. Let's see what, you know what I mean? Just don't let the same people kill you that's been killing you.
Right. Exactly.
It seems easy, and I know I'm not a head coach, but I'm watching and I'm like, well, if you see that's still killing you, do something different.
Yeah. Come on. I mean, it just makes sense. I'm
just trying to throw some common sense into it.
For sure. I just think, for them to be able to come in and take Game 1 was fantastic.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. No one saw that coming. Them to come in and take Game 2. Oh my God. You can win this fucking series right now. You know what I'm saying? All you have to do is take 1 game at home. That's it. You can't.
That's it.
You can't, you can't just, play lights out, play great basketball for the first 2 games on the road. You know what I'm saying? Be road warriors on the road, but then just come home and lay down. You think because you're going to walk in, like, Madison Square Garden, like, just take your jerseys off, we here. The Knicks fans, saying they're the 6th man, they got us. No, you still have to play. You still have to do what you got to do. Like you said, you can't let them come out and just jump on you and do nothing about it. Sit back and wait and sit back and wait and sit back and wait for something to happen. Be proactive.
Like, and we got to be honest, right? Yeah. We know that Boston is the better team.
Right.
We all know that. We all know that Boston's the better team. They have the championship DNA because they won it last year, and they were in it 2 years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
So they have the experience. They have the better team, and we know if we're putting one-on-one match up, Boston's going to have an advantage. But it's that you got to take some sort of fight to them. Like, you're there, you're playing the game, so you're here. So show them that you deserve to be here, and you already beat them twice at home. At their house.
You got to take one from home. You got to take one. So, you can't just lose 2 games back to back. You can't.
Right. So you wasted all that energy by taking that and you give it right back to them. I think that's why I say it'd be great if they won, but it's not necessarily critical because they've shown that they can, and they'll still have they won't be like 100% defeated. I'll say. Yeah, not like Cleveland was, like we talked about earlier. Cleveland's defeated. I think Cleveland's done. Yeah. I think even if New York loses, they'll be kind of like down a little bit. But at the end of the day, they're going to be 2-2. So
brand new series. Yeah, it's a brand new series.
Just brand new series. Best out of 3 after that.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, it's important, but it's not do or die.
Yeah, do or die. Okay, and that game 5, it will be on Thursday, May 14th at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on TNT. That will also, of course, be in Boston, where Boston, I don't know, could either depends on what happens this season, this game. Will they come out hard? Come out, motivated to close out the series, or will they try to win that pivotal game? Game 5 is very pivotal. So let's see. Let's see. All right, Golden State. This game is coming up tonight at 10 p.m. on Eastern Daylight Time on ESPN. Minnesota Timberwolves and Golden State Warriors. Can the Warriors stay in this series without Steph Curry?
Mike,
you want to take this one?
I mean. Simple answer? Probably not. You're gonna need more out of Jimmy Buckets, but playoff Jimmy ain't been super playoffy. So no, they can't. They got Steph's the heart and soul of that team.
Yeah,
he's got to be on the court for them to stay in this.
Crazy.
That's simple. I mean, I tried to be nice to him, but I can't.
That was riveting, Mike.
Yeah.
Riveting.
Yeah.
I was on the edge of my seat waiting for that one. Thank
Great
you.
stuff, Mike.
Fucking Pulitzer Prize winner right there. No. The short answer is no, they can't stay in the series without Curry. The long answer is playoff Jimmy does have to show up, but he has to bring along a bunch of people who they don't really, even their own team doesn't really believe in order for them to get at least one. Because if they don't get at least one, it won't even be an issue because he's not scheduled to come back possibly until game 6. So if they don't make it to that, if they have to win a game in order for him to even have a chance to make it back.
Chance to bring him back,
so, yeah. And I don't really see it happening. I definitely don't see it happening tonight. And I don't think they're going to get one. I don't think they're going to get game 5 either. So, to be honest with you, the things that have to happen in order for them to have a chance, I just don't see happening. So you need Draymond to actually stay in the game and not have more fouls than points.
And Looney too.
You need Looney.
Your big's got to stay out of foul trouble.
Big's got to stay out of foul trouble, right? You need Kuminga not to get a technical or flagrant foul and not shoot the ball every time he touches it, right? So you need him to not only be a scorer, but be a playmaker as well. You need guys like Mooney and Jackson and GP2 to all kind of go above and beyond what they're usually doing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a tough ask when you don't have, like Mike so eloquently said, you don't have Steph Curry out there. So no.
Yes.
So no, they can't. I don't think they can without him.
Okay, I got you.
I'm not gonna lie. That picture makes me so happy. By the way, that made me smile to see Curry with his sweatshirt and hat on, looking like looking like he had a t-ball game with cheering his son on. So, yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Well, they get past game 4. Game 4 tonight. Game 5 will be on the 14th in Minnesota, 9:30 on TNT.
Yeah.
Man, I looked around these playoffs, dude. Like I said, this is the first time I've really gotten into like basketball this season. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And as I'm watching these games, I can't help but wonder who just who the fuck is some of these people? You know what I'm saying? So I came up with this, right?
Yeah.
Do this little thing right here. We're gonna do this little what do you call it? Segment. Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm watching the Indiana Pacers and who was the Indiana Pacers and the Cleveland Cavaliers game, and this fucking guy pops up. Hollowpoint. Who the fuck is this guy?
That's That's little Nug. That's from around the way. He used to hoop at the Y.
He's hoop at the Y. Okay.
He won
Mike,
a raffle.
you know who this guy is?
Nah. I didn't go to the Y too often.
I have no idea who that is.
Okay.
This is
Ben Shepherd.
You can say that name to me about 10 times.
I know. This is Ben Shepherd. And let's see, I got a couple points. Ben Shepherd was drafted in the first round of the 2023 draft out of Belmont. He scored 14 points and 3 boards against the Cleveland Cavaliers on Sunday. Ben Shepherd.
Yeah, they scored 129. Everybody from that team scored. So yeah.
Hey, who the fuck is this guy?
Oh, that looks like an accountant. He's like an accountant. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the actual game or is this like an intramural game?
No, this is an actual game. This is an actual game.
Oh, okay.
Yes, this although it looks like it's Photoshop, it's 100% real. This is a real guy.
He looks like a science teacher. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, he's straight out the classroom.
Straight out the classroom. Yeah. You both are incorrect right now. He was the final pick of the Milwaukee Bucks in the 2020 NBA draft. He won the championship with them the very next year. He scored
the insurance guy.
He lost his Cavaliers, and he got drafted out of Utah State. This is Sam Merrill.
Utah State, you don't say.
Yeah, this is Sam Merrill. Hey, Mike, who the fuck is this guy?
Oof.
Nope.
No clue.
Nah.
No clue. Hollowpoint.
Nope. Not even. I'm not.
Zero clue. No clue.
I don't.
I want you guys to meet.
Was there a tryout?
Wait a minute. Well, yeah, there was a tryout. I forgot to put his slide in there. But this is Miles McBride.
Oh yeah, McBride. Got it.
Yeah. He scored like 11 points the other day.
Okay.
Yeah. Who the fuck is this guy?
Jokic's cousin?
Brown. I don't know his first name. His last name is Brown. Spelled Braun. I know him.
It's Braun. Or is it Brown or Braun?
Braun.
It's spelled Braun.
Christian Braun.
Christian Brown. It's pronounced Brown.
He put up a few points.
That sounds like Braun. I'm sorry. That's spelled
I'm with you, but I've heard it from them a bunch of times. He's like their guy since when they traded.
See this stuff right here. That's pronounced. I'm sorry. That's Braun. I don't give a damn who you say. I don't care if it is your last name. This is the equivalent of putting raisins in mashed potatoes. You know what I'm saying?
It's not.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's Braun. That's Braun. I don't care.
Mama named Clay. I'm gonna call him Clay. That's what you said. That's what you said right there.
Basically, right? And who the fuck is this guy?
He looks like he's been in the league 25 years.
He does look like he's been in the league 25 years.
Him and LeBron get drafted together?
Say again?
Him and LeBron get drafted together?
Yo, that's Nas Reed, son.
That is Nas Reed.
Don't tell me where he comes from, though. I don't know.
I will tell you one second.
He was the sixth man of the year last year.
Mm-hmm. Very good point. Yeah. He's also known as Big Jelly. He was the sixth man of the year last year.
Yeah.
And where'd he come out of?
Nope, I'm not doing all that.
The LSU Tigers.
LSU, they still play basketball? That's crazy.
Yeah, they still play basketball. I want to introduce you guys to Nas Reed.
There we go.
I'm in
there. Hey, real quick, I just want to let you know that the touchdown with Doug Smith said his dad was probably a factory worker. Talking about That's why we love you, Doug.
That's why we love you, Doug. Oh man, I'm just seeing it. I'm just seeing these things. Yeah. Oh man, that's funny. Because we can't read the unless I click over to Instagram. I can't read them like on.
I have it going live over here. So just real quick, thanks everybody who's on the Instagram live. I see your comments, so please post them if you're on the live. We definitely appreciate it. We see them all. So shout out to my sister who jumped in on there. So appreciate it.
For sure. Appreciate it. I think that's about it, man. We got any honorable mentions? Hollowpoint, you had one, right?
I do have one. It's for the reigning, defending Birmingham Stallions of the UFL.
There we go.
Have regained their first place at 5-2. They won impressive game this past weekend.
Was it the Roughnecks or something like that? They beat the
Roughnecks.
Team.
Yeah, they beat the Roughnecks. So
they're
now 5-2, leading the division.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? There you go.
We had a rough little start. We ain't used to losing, so it's just like
I know. There's 2 losses this season.
Yeah, it had a little bump in the road.
I was going to ask, have they lost a game? Period? Because
not before this year.
Dominating that, and I think last year was the first official merger of the USFL and the XFL became the UFL, and they won the championship there. Wow, this is a dynasty from the beginning. You know what I mean? It's like a Houston Comic level.
The Houston Comets, yeah, exactly. For WNBA.
Level of dominance. You feel me?
Yep.
You feel me? Okay.
So that's my honorable mention. It's if you get a chance, I know everybody's weekend's normally packed around this time, but just click over on there on the weekend every now and again and check them out. Check a couple drives out. You ain't got to be committed to a whole game. Just shout out drives.
Shout out to the Memphis Showboats and my nephew Eric Garrett. Playing over there, you know what I'm saying? Memphis Showboats. So they also knocked off the Birmingham Stallions. I'm gonna throw that out there. One of those 2 L's came from Memphis.
Whatever. We don't get upset, they were good. We think they were good.
Get upset, bro. Get upset, bro. Let's see. Aaron Judge is putting up monster numbers. 63 hits, 14 home runs. He's actually tied with Kyle Schwarber. With that 39 RBIs, a batting average is over 400 to 409, OPS of 1.273. Batter, what's that right there? So it gets into the super stats. You know what I'm saying? Total bases 120, extra bases 27. Aaron Judge, I guess it would be. You could say he's the front runner for the AL MVP.
Yeah, I don't want to throw any real shade towards Schwarber, but Schwarber strikes out. He'll go 2 for 5, 2 home runs, 3 strikeouts. I can't really, you know what I'm saying? Like he's not a full. He only got the one tool going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He ain't really.
That's it. Once that's gone, he's gonna have to retire.
Right. Well, I mean, fortunately for him, as long as he's got that, he ain't got to worry about much else. But especially nowadays, because they don't really care about batting average anymore. But I think, as much as I can, I don't want to give a Yankee props. I like Judge. I like Judge's approach now because he's not trying to like pop everything out of the park, but he taking it as it comes. Like if you give me some stuff over the middle, I'm putting it in the seats. So it's just, I think he's hitting it where it's pitched. He's doing what he's got to do to pass the at bat down to the next man. And yeah, he's all that. He's like a video game character, man.
I'm been convinced. This will be the second thing that's convinced me that we're living in the simulation.
He's a creative player. Yeah, that's straight up.
Crazy. This got to be GTA 6. This is
His
probably
name
why
sounds.
I think we are living GTA 6, and then this is why it's taking GTA 6.
That's why it won't come out because it's already in. Yeah,
because we're doing it right now. Yeah. It's still in development.
That makes so much sense. His name sounds creative. No one has that name.
Yeah, Aaron Judge. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, that sounds like a made up name. So.
Hey, the Stanley Cup playoffs are into the second round. Let me give you a couple quick updates as far as that's going on. Let's see.
I do know the Hurricanes are up 2-1 on those Caps.
They are up 2-1. They're playing right now for the in Game 4. The Hurricanes are up 2-0. You also have the Edmonton Oilers are up 2-1. They play tonight. They play the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Man, dude. Shout out to Las Vegas, the Golden Knights, bro. They're always
all they've been doing is winning since they're here.
All they've been doing is winning. Like
since they first came on.
I think they won the Stanley Cup, but their first year they went to the finals. But then I
think they went. Yeah,
and they went deep into the playoffs. Almost made it back to the finals again. I want to say they. I want to say they won one. I'm not sure.
Won one.
I think they won one, but that's crazy. Let's see. You got the Winnipeg Jets and the Dallas Stars. That Game 4 is tomorrow night. Dallas leads that series 2-1. And then we have Game 5s with the Panthers and the Maple Leafs. And on Wednesday. That game and that series is tied. So too bad my Rangers couldn't be in it. The Kings, they were doing okay. They made in the first round and take the early exit. You know what I mean? So I don't know who I want to win this thing. Because I guess the Capitals, but Carolina's beating them up pretty bad right now.
I mean, it'd be Vegas. Vegas would
be your pick.
Yeah,
it has to be the Caps for me, but it doesn't look too good.
Yeah,
I like the Vegas team. I've liked them since they first joined, but I kind of have to root for the Caps because they're here. I think they won it last year. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
No, they won it. The Caps won it a couple years ago.
No, it wasn't the Caps. It was wasn't it Toronto? I don't know. Man, I suck at hockey. I'll tell you. I have to reach out to my hockey guys.
Wait, no, Florida. Florida won it.
Yeah.
Was it Florida? I knew
Florida
it was something.
Panthers won it, yeah, because I remember they beat the Rangers. Not in the finals, but you know what I'm saying? They put the Rangers out of the playoffs.
Okay. You know what it was? It was that breaking the all-time Gretzky record. That's what I was. The Caps guy. God, what's his name?
Ovechkin, man, the great
Ovechkin. Yeah, Ovi.
Ovechkin.
Yeah.
He plays.
He broke the record.
Bands and make a dance. He plays every game. Bands and make a dance. He loves that song. So yeah, the greatest, man. The greatest.
Yeah.
The greatest. Derek Carr retires.
Oh, so sad.
Do we want to say anything? We ain't got to say
anything.
I won't. Here's the thing.
He did pretty decent in Vegas.
He tried.
Was he gambling?
No.
No. Oh, that's right. He played for the Raiders.
He was gambling on some throws sometimes. But
was he gambling? What casino did he?
I'm gonna be honest with
you.
Who did it? And this is just my opinion. What do I know? I just don't think he was just tough. He was tough enough to hang around. Like he wasn't built to take all the hits he took. And just strong enough, like what I mean.
What stat stood out the most to me
physically?
His most surprising stat was 41,000 yards passing.
Yeah. To be honest, yeah.
Hey.
When he was good, he was good. He had 1 year where he was in the MVP talk, and then he got hurt.
Yeah.
And then that was it. That was pretty. After that, it was.
Yeah, I mean, after that, he had good years. He never had. He had one great.
He had okay to mediocre. Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, I wish him the best. I don't wish anything negative on anybody. I just don't like the way he went out. They claimed they were asking him about his shoulder. Everybody knew what was going down, and then he tried to act like it wasn't. And like I'm like, it's weird. And then he retired. So I'm just like, okay, so it was your shoulder. So yeah, people just act like the reporters are asking because they know some stuff. Just want you to confirm it. All you had to do was come out and be like, yeah, man, it's not looking too good. I'm having this happen to my shoulder. And, retirement is maybe he did like a business move where, because I don't know if you look in the details of the retirement, he got his. They're not going to ask him for his bonus back. They're going to let him keep that. And I think he's going to get a roster bonus because he was on the roster for March, so they're going to let him keep that too. So, but then they get to save like 30 mil in cap for him retiring.
Got it.
So it was one of those things.
All right. And sadly, heartbreaking news coming out of the WWE that we lost legend Sabu. May he rest in peace. Legend in the ring, ECW, hardcore legend. This dude would jump off of anything, into anyone at any time. Crazy.
Yeah, he was a wild man. He had the most insane matches. If you'd ever watch I know so some of you guys were wrestling fans, and I remember, Stone Cold. If you would have turned it over to ECW, you would have saw this man jumping off the rafters or jumping off the top rope with a chair,
off the balcony into
a barbed wire match.
Yeah, and into a pool of nails.
Yeah,
he just did some crazy things.
He's one of the most insane wrestlers you'll ever see, and definitely worth a watch. If you ever seen him, I seen him live one time, and I'm not gonna lie, I feared for my life. I'm not gonna lie, I thought for sure that he was gonna jump in me with a spiked chair or something. And if you could see his eyes, man, and you could tell he didn't have a whole lot in there. So it was just like he was like a,
you
like
don't know nobody that you care about, like living to continue to see.
Exactly. Like his life don't matter to nothing. It's like I'm going for it. Today is my last day.
So you think you're gonna die today?
Okay. Right.
I'm not getting in the car with you. You know what I'm saying?
No. You don't fear. Honestly, if you were tough, even if you've been into a million fights and you tough and all that stuff, this guy will scare you because he just look like he prayed his last prayer. And he don't care what happens after that because it's
said, amen. He already made his peace with God.
Yeah, he already good. He's already settled everything you need to settle, and it's about to happen right in front of you. Man. So when I saw him, I was like, yeah, he crazy. He crazy. You gotta. Some of them guys they play crazy. This dude, I'm talking about
crazy.
100% of the time. 100%. And even when you meet him, it's the character's the same. He may be a cool dude when he go in the hotel room and at the bar.
That's when he turns it off.
Maybe, I don't know. I ain't never.
He turns it off once he get in the shower. Am I by myself now?
Yeah, maybe. But he may be like Undertaker, carry that shit all the way to the end of his career.
I know, right? Man. That sucks, man. He passed away.
Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace, Sabu, man. Rest in peace, Sabu. Before we get out of here, the NBA draft lottery results are in. If you've been sleeping under a rock, we can just report it. But the Dallas Mavericks have won the number 1 overall pick, which will be the prize being Cooper Flag out of Duke. Number 2 is San Antonio Spurs. Number 3, the Philadelphia 76ers. Number 4, the Charlotte Hornets. Number 5, Utah Jazz. 6, Washington Wizards. 7, New Orleans Pelicans. The 8th pick goes to the Brooklyn Nets. 9th pick to the Toronto Raptors. The 10th pick goes to the Houston Rockets. 11th, the Portland Trail Blazers. The 12th pick goes to the Chicago Bulls. The 13th pick to the Atlanta Hawks. And the San Antonio Spurs will have the 14th pick. There you go. What you guys think about this?
Yeah. I'm going to apologize on behalf of the Truth Be Told Sports Podcast because we don't really care about the NBA draft. I'm sorry, guys. We don't care. I mean, we know Cooper Cup's good. This one will be a little more interesting than last year's draft. But when we got on for that draft, we were just, who is this? From where? It was just so many people that and we're not even talking about late round. We're talking about the first
round, first
10 picks. And we were just
we know
France
Cooper Flag.
Or from Team Elite. We know Cooper Flag, and we actually know the guys from Rutgers too. So because I've been watching this stuff, but the last year was And so
I mean,
when I saw this,
at absolute worst, Cooper Flag goes 2. And that's
nah,
only
he'll
if
go 1.
that's only if Nico wants to get one out of Dallas.
There's no way. Dallas gonna scoop him. They probably sign him right now if they could.
I know.
Have you met Nico?
Hey, can you play today? We don't have any games today.
The facilities are open, and if you just come in and work out for us,
you come work out.
But I actually saw the as it was going down, and it's so funny just how it's set up because the whole process is like a 15-minute like ordeal, but they make it this big thing as if they got the secret suitcase and they have we got the fucking
like
lottery ball thing
in
the background, and they have it all for this one guy to have the suitcase open up and read the results. Meanwhile, they got a representative from each team. Like Zion Williamson was a representative for the Pelicans, and they kind of introduced him all, and it's like, here's Zion Williamson. He's like, yeah, cool.
Yeah, I'm here for the Pelicans.
And, they even interviewed him. And so, like, as they're like, because they start from, bottom to the top, right? So 14 all the way up to 1. And they had the last 4, like the top 4. So they like, if and a lot of if and then. So if 14, then that means such and such is in the top 4, because all the trade swaps and picks and all that stuff. And like as they're announcing these guys, they pan to the guy who's the representative. It's like he can't go, oh man, shit. It's like you have to kind of remain kind of.
What the 14th pick?
Yeah, right. Dude's like,
they don't you like
there, and like, and when you finally get to the Final Four, when you're trying to get to the Final Four, and you hit number 3. Right, and you're thinking like, I'm in there at number 3, Philadelphia. Something even like, damn. And you're like, that's good.
It's that fake clap and smile, like fake motivation, like you.
It's so much phony bullshit happening. It's so much phony crap happening that you gotta put on a show, right? So like, this final 2 is like, all right, number 2 is the San Antonio Spurs. You're like, and then they pan to the number 1. They're like, yes, sir, let's go.
Get some. You suck. Let's go.
And like, look, it's gonna be like, Mom, I'm sorry, but Ronaldo Blackman, if you could have just hit it up with a little teeth whitening before you, right, just right in there, just a once over, just a rinse, man, bro. He smiled. And it was just like he'd been drinking coffee for like 6 years. Just like, wham, that shit was brown stains and everything. I'm like, man, I'm not the greatest, but just a once over, just real quick. I'm like, you on TV? That probably wasn't even his suit. I'm just. I'm sorry. That was me.
Hey, we need you to go on TV real quick. Hey, put that jacket on. You mean this one?
But I'm a size 40. Yeah, put it on anyway. We don't care. Get it.
We don't care. Hey, did you brush your teeth? Don't worry about it. Go.
Yeah. They don't have to smell you.
Man, we got any shout outs?
Yeah, it was funny just seeing them. So
hey, we got any shout outs?
Shout out to Oklahoma women's softball and Texas A&M's women's softball for being co-SEC champs due to the SEC not wanting to move the championship game due to weather.
Weather ain't hurt nobody.
Well, I mean,
they could have moved it like 1 or 2 days. I think they could have played it today, but they think he was like, nah, we're just going to make you co-champs.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's cool.
What in the participation trophy is that bullshit?
I don't know.
Well,
there got to be some sort of like emergency dome that they could play in or something.
Hey, I don't know. The state of Alabama has a dumbass baseball rule. St. Paul was playing a game the other night. They called it after I think 4 or 5 innings. After 5 innings, and they were the visiting team, and it was tied 1-1. So they lost because the home team scored equal or more runs in a weather-called game.
Wow.
Luckily, they came back and won the next two against them and are headed to the state championship. But still, they lost the game they were tied in because the home team had equal or more runs after.
I would be so pissed.
Yeah. I'd be ready to fight somebody.
Mm-hmm.
That's a BS rule.
Mm-hmm. For sure. You got anything, Hollowpoint, any shout-outs?
Just shout out to everybody who's sticking with us, man. We appreciate the love. Thanks to all my family who checks in on the show and just follows my content in general. I appreciate that. Follow your boy on the TikToks. Well, I'll be dropping sports takes on there as well as we do on live here. We do it for the Truth Be Told Sports podcast too. You'll see clips of the show on there. So definitely hit us up. But I appreciate all the love. If you haven't followed already, go ahead and follow me, Hollowpoint, on TikTok, as well as Truth Be Told Sports Podcast, also on TikTok. Go over there and follow. We'll have plenty of sports takes all throughout the week, not only on Mondays. So definitely shout out to all the people who just give us love, man, and shout out to the ESN family for always supporting Frankie the Yankee, even though I hate him. Shout out to him. And yes, the Orioles are in last place, but we still beat you fuckers 2 out of 3, and I'm taking that to my grave. I'm taking it to my grave. I'm sorry. That was.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying.
I did not at you. That ain't okay. Y'all, but it is.
It's okay.
It is what it is. You know what I mean? He said something in the comments. I'm looking at it right now. So
I get you. No, we you know.
It wasn't at you, but you had to take it. I'm sorry.
Gotcha. We you know what I'm saying? I'm used to, I know.
Yeah.
I know you well enough to know that it wasn't directed at me. I know
it was that him.
We just caught a stray.
Yeah, you caught it straight. That was necessary.
You just catch it straight. You know what I'm saying? You got your vest on, right? Right, Mike? I have my vest on.
Pew, pew. Keep your Shout out to all the OGs, man. Definitely.
Oh, definitely. But to piggyback off of you, man, our OGs, we got the best OGs there is, man. These guys still mess with us, even when we haven't put out any content. It seems like a month. But we're on we're battling to get back to being, consistent and going and dropping, more consistently as we move forward. Quick shout out to, rest in peace to Mac from Northeast Streaming Sports. This guy is the reason why we are with the Elite Sports and Entertainment Network. A little bit over a year ago, he reached out to me. He had me on his show with them. He liked the vibe. He liked the vibe of the show. He put us down with the people over at ESEN, but he sadly passed away last weekend. He's gonna be missed in our community. My thoughts are present with him, and his family, and especially with his wife, who's she's moving on. But we look forward to a lot of big things happening with ESEN now that with the passing of Mac. I think we absorbed some stuff, some big time content. I'm gonna say big time content, but bigger audience. ESEN is about to grow. That's all I got. That's all I think I'm allowed to say. But we're about to grow. We're about to get big. So it's gonna be dope. And Happy Truth Be Told Sports Podcast is here to be a part of that. Also, I want to invite you guys to check out the King and Doc podcast on Saturdays here late night. I mean, it's a late night podcast. If you're up to it on a Saturday night and you're having your fun, come check us out. Shout out to these guys. Shout out to White Mike, of course. Shout out to Hollowpoint, who's been killing it on the social medias, especially on the TikTok. Please do yourself a service and go follow that man right there. He's been killing it on TikTok. I don't have anything else for White Mike, for Hollowpoint, for Horace, who couldn't be here. We are Truth Be Told Sports Podcast. Rest in peace, Kobe. We're out here. Peace.